All right, boys. Gonna trade recap for today. We're gonna go over two trades. I only ended up taking one though, and it was a small loss. The first trade I faded. It actually ended up being probably the best trade of the day, without a doubt. I'll tell you why I faded it, and kind of like the backstory, the context behind it, pretty much. But the risk to reward was definitely there for the first one, so I know a lot of people did take it for sure. Um, but yeah, let's get into the morning first. What I was kind of seeing, if I could play it. So higher time frame. I mean, honestly, we were really. It kind of just looked like we were in this sort of sell model at the time, right? Um, oh, 1 hour. Let me go to replay. All right, right. So we were in this sort of sell model type of look, right? There's no gaps on the 1 hour or the 4 hour really that are significant enough for me to obviously target everything. We're inside of this huge 4 hour gap as as we spoke in the morning. And then the 15 minutes just looks super choppy. And honestly, market conditions like these are tough sometimes. It'll look pretty bad. Um, just because there's really no gaps to be targeting to reject off of and stuff. Um, so with that said, I was kind of just leaning bearish to be honest, and that's it. Just because we've been chopping down, trending down, right? Um, what I did like, we had this 15-minute gap above right here. I was honestly looking to see if price could like manipulate into that quickly, like right off of open, and then catch a short from there. I thought that would have looked pretty nice, but at open we ended up kind of dumping down. Um, Still dumping, right? We ended up sweeping this low, like that first low to our left. We put in an SMT, and then we had this 30-second inversion. Now this would have been a trade, the trade of the day. I definitely considered this 100% with my Discord. I thought the only reason I didn't really take it it's because I almost thought of it as as it being a pattern trade. Right? Like we keep going down, boom, sweeping a low, moving up, sweeping a low, moving up, sweeping a low, moving up. So I kind of wanted to see more in terms of narrative and stuff. And it was still early in the morning at the time, but I mean, overall it would have played out. It's all good. I'm not mad that I missed it. Right? I mean, it happens. Can't do much about it. What I am a little frustrated on, and not even really frustrated, just um, I probably shouldn't have taken this trade. Right? Very premium of a trade. Um, was not in discount or anything. Right? I mean, like we were up here. 5 minute wasn't even at the equilibrium. But anyways, the 5 minute ended up forming. We got a nice pullback and everything for sure. Was it at EQ? I think it was at EQ actually. Yeah, it was. So, but it really wasn't even a bad looking trade. Um, the inverse was just a little high. So I ended up entering here. I just put my stop uh, for like a 1-to-1, stop TP 1-to-1. Um, and then this is where I get frustrated. Right, like the chop. Ultimately, we ended up getting stopped out, which is all good, right? Happens and everything. But the setup was there. Um, Pull back to the 5 minute. We got the 1 minute beautiful inverse, one candle. Um, and yeah, I mean overall from that point, I thought we were going to keep going higher, considering the sweep of the low, the SMT from the morning and everything. We closed through that 1 hour gap and everything, and then the only thing was what happened kind of in the middle of the trade. I'm pretty sure we ended up tapping this 4 hour gap, which is tough because you can never really um, like you can't predict what is gonna happen right at the 4 hour. So I mean once we did tap it, it was just kind of unfortunate because we did get sent down from that pretty much um, right after we entered the trade. Right, we chopped around for a little, and then ultimately it got sent back down to that low, and now we're dumping even further. Um, Probably, yeah, ultimately probably to this low, I would assume, right? To kind of complete that sell model, which would be good, right? If we can hold off and stall until tomorrow's session to end off on a Friday, maybe have that Friday to finish off the weekly sell model. That would be nice for sure. And that would again just look something like this, right? The market maker buy model, right? And the sell model after we ended up sweeping out this daily. So yeah, that's pretty much it for today, boys. Just took one L, right? It's all good. Having a good week, good month so far. So I mean, this loss doesn't affect much, right? But let's see if tomorrow, see if we can come back strong, finish off the week strong, and then keep things going good for next week. So yeah, with that said, boys, I'm gonna leave my one-on-one, my Discord down below. Join up if you want to learn. Right, I will help you be profitable the whole time, right by your side. Having great success with some students currently, and yeah, join up if you want. And peace out, and hopefully I will see you tomorrow.